we are going to do a ring reformer workout. This is something that I did with my class this morning, and everybody was huffing and puffing. So I hope that you get a good workout. I am skipping some of the preliminary standing series that I did with the ring and just diving into the reformer work. So this will be less than an hour workout. Let's go ahead and get started. I have 2 red springs on, and then your foot bar is going to be flat. So lay on down, head in your headrest. Headrest can be up or down, totally up to you. We're going to first start with the right foot into the ring. Your left foot can be planted, or you can reach it long onto the frame, whichever feels good on your lower back. You're going to flex and point this right foot a few times, reaching through the back of the leg, stretching down that hamstring. Holding this foot flexed, we're going to spiral the leg internally and spiral the leg externally. Really rotating it from the thigh bone, not just your foot, and feeling that, again, just the thigh is moving and not your hip, not your back. And then we're going to hold this external rotation, and we're going to allow the leg to open out wide to the side. So I'm feeling as though I'm pulling further down towards the floor. You can also feel like you're pulling up towards your ear a little bit. Just keeping grounded in those hips. And then we're going to exhale as we pull that leg back to center. We're going to hold the ring in the left hand and draw that leg slightly up and across your body towards that left shoulder. I'm really focusing on keeping this right hip heavy as I go across to the left. And we again want to feel those toes pulling back towards your nose. And then let's switch those feet. So the left foot goes in, right leg can be planted or long. Flex and point the foot, reaching through the heel, pointing through the toes, trying to keep the leg long, and just moving from that ankle bone. Hold the foot flexed, spiraling that thigh internally and externally. Really noticing how going one way is much easier than the other. You may feel even more mobility from right to left side. Holding that external rotation, the ring is in the left hand, and you're opening that leg out wide to the side. Yoda Kitty is in here with me. He doesn't usually stay in here with me, so it makes me happy to see him. He's sitting on my pink chair in the corner over here. I don't know if you can see him through the plant. You're going to exhale as you pull the leg back to center. You're going to cross this left leg up and over towards the right shoulder and really work again on keeping this left hip heavy. Yoda is always in Brandon's office. He's very rarely ever in mine, but the past couple of days when I've been coming up here, my floor, which is carpet, is covered in Yoda Kitty hair, so he's been hanging out here while we're sleeping, which is funny. All right, so now we're going to place the ring at the inner thighs, and you're going to plant your feet on the frame. We want our feet relaxed, so don't hold just like on your toes or just on the heels, like completely relax your foot down. And then your feet are more narrow to your hip, your butt bone distance, and your knees are gonna go wide. So focusing on those upper inner thighs, you're gonna squeeze in on the ring and let those knees go wide. Squeezing in on the ring and let those knees go wide. Exhale, squeeze, and release. Focusing on your breath. Focusing on the air, exhaling out past the navel. So you're also feeling this deep contraction in the core as well as those inner thighs. Keeping your glutes relaxed. Last two. Last one. And hold it here. Little pulses for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let those legs go wide. So without moving the hips, we're just going to focus on this right thigh. The right upper inner thigh squeezes in and then releases out wide. Exhale, squeeze it in and release it wide. Try not to move the pelvis at all, just the thigh bone. Your thigh is a separate entity from the hip, keeping the hip pelvis completely steady. Last two. Last one. Let that right leg go wide. Now we're going to focus on the left side, squeezing all the way in and letting it go out. We've got three more. Left hip is grounded for two. One last time, squeeze and let it go wide. Take a deep breath in. Exhale those inner thighs, squeeze in on the ring, and we're gonna pulse it for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let it go. We're gonna go ahead and grab those straps behind us. So make sure your shoulders aren't shoved up in your shoulder pads, and you're gonna draw your heels into Pilates V feet, and we are keeping that ring at those inner thighs. For this first part, we're just holding the ring, and we're gonna press those arms all the way down by our sides, and we're gonna resist as we lift those arms back up. Exhale to lower, inhale to lift. On this next round, let's add those upper abs. Curl into the straps, head and chest lifts, arms reach forward. Control as you lower. Exhale, head and chest curls forward. And control as you lower. Exhale, lift for 3. Tail stays heavy. Exhale, reach long past those hips to curl you up. One more time. Lift and hold it here. Just the arms. Reach to the sky. Press back down. Lift those arms. Lower. For 3, 2. Last one. Press those arms down. Hold it here. The legs squeeze and release. Squeeze and release. Stay lifted for 3. Exhale. 2. And 1, release back down. We're gonna go ahead and hang up those straps, but we're gonna take that ring and place it between our inner ankle bones. You can draw your hands slightly underneath the hips to support the lower back. Make sure your ring feels even. For this first part, we're gonna squeeze here for 8, 3, 2, 1. Lowering those legs to your point of control. Reach out through those toes. Squeeze here for 8. Glutes relaxed. Tail is heavy. 3, 2, 1. Curl the head and chest up. Reach long to your point of control. Last round of 8. 4, 3, 2,
1, bend those knees in. Keep your ring at your inner ankle bones. So for this next round, we're gonna pulse as we lower the legs and lift the legs. And we're gonna do 5 rounds. So legs go back up to the sky, feeling those inner thighs. Pulse as we lower. Then lift. Lowered. And lift. Keeping that tail heavy. 3 more. Shoulders relax for 2. Last round, lowering down. Lift it up. And rest. Hug your knees in. Place your ring off to the side for a moment. And just breathe into the lower back. Maybe making little circles to the right. And maybe taking those circles to the left. And then carefully rocking yourselves up to seated. So we're going to do a kneeling variation. And we're going to be facing the foot bar. So if you need to, grab your knee pad. We are going to use the ring for this first part. So come on up. And again, we're on our knees. But everybody's knees are different. So you have a couple different things that you can do with your feet. You can have your feet flat like I have mine. You can have your feet up the shoulder pads. Or another way that I like to have my feet is my feet together and my knees just slightly apart. So I'm going to hold the ring out in front of me, heel of the hands on the ring. First, I'm going to find that place on my squeeze that feels good to me. So first I want to put a little bit more pressure into that thumb side of the hand. Squeezing into the thumb side. You feel this more in the front of the chest and shoulders. And then squeezing more on that pinky side of the hand. And then the center heel of the hand. Make sure those fingers are straight. Good job. So I do that because you have different pressure points, and sometimes the ring can bother my elbow. Sometimes you get pressure and tension in the neck and shoulders. So you have those 3 different pressure points if you feel anything kind of pinchy and feeling off. So again, coming up to kneeling, keep your focus kind of down at the tip of your nose. This is going to help you prevent from leaning back with the shoulders and the ribs, and we're focusing on moving back from the center of our hips. So we're going to squeeze that ring, and we're going to tip back. We're leaning back, and then lifting back up, releasing the ring. Lean and squeeze as you lean. Keep those ribs connected down towards the hips. For 3. Exhaling. 1 more time. Leaning back and lifting back up. Now we're going to stay in that lean, and we're going to squeeze the ring 5 times. Keep your fingers long. Lean back and hold. Squeeze. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rise back up. We're going to go down that ladder. Lean it back and hold. Squeeze. 4, 3. Shoulders down. 1. And lift back up. 3. Lean it back. Squeeze. 1, 2, 3. And lift. Leaning back. Squeeze. 2, 1. And lift. 1 last time. Lean back. 1 squeeze. And release. Kind of noticing my head's getting cut off, so I'm going to move my camera back a little bit more. I feel kind of funny having my head cut off. Let's lift that up. Sorry, I adjusted before I got on here, but apparently not good enough. Oh, that's much better. Look at that. Now you can see all of me. Alright, so this time the heel of the hands are on the ring, and we're starting with our elbows bent. Remember to keep those ribs zipped down to your hips. and your shoulders are relaxed. We're gonna lean back again. Hold this lean. And as you extend the arms, we're squeezing the ring. Bend and release for 5. Squeeze. Release for 4. Squeeze. For 3, shoulders in pockets as you reach. For 2, one more time, squeeze and lift all the way back up. We're not gonna go down the ladder, you're lucky. The arms are gonna be long, however, and we are gonna add on. So arms are long, fingers are long. We're gonna lean back and hold. We're pulsing as we lift those arms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and lower. 2, 3, 4, 5, and lift. 2, 3, 4, 5, up and lower. 2, 3, 4, 5. One more time, feeling that 5 burn. And lower. 2, 3, 4, 5, and rest. Good job. We'll place the ring off to the side for now. And then we're gonna sit back and we're gonna grab these straps behind us. So we are gonna start on our knees. So if this doesn't feel comfortable, you can always lift up your heels so that you're not going down near as far, right? So you have that option, or just stay lifted up on your knees. So shoulders in pockets, we're gonna give a little squeeze of the glutes. You can see when I do that little squeeze of my glutes, I kind of levitate a little bit more, okay? So you're gonna give that little squeeze and we're gonna continue to lift up and reach those arms out in front of us. And then we're gonna lower those hips back down, lower those arms down. Exhale, lift everything together and lower together. Exhale, lift for 3. Keep your spine nice and tall. Lift and reach for 2. On this last one, we're gonna stay lifted and hold. Keep your palms facing up as we stretch out to the sides. Close the arms. As we lower the arms, we lower the hips down. Exhale, lift everything. Open out to the sides. Close and lower. 3 more. Lift. Open. Close and lower. 2 more. Lift. Open. Close. Lower down. This last one, we're going to stay lifted up at the top. Close and lower those arms. Now we're going to go into our hug a treat arms. So extend those arms forward. Palms are facing in. We're moving from the upper arm bone, stretching to the sides of the room. And exhale, closing that back in. So we're not worrying about going behind our body, but reaching to the sides of the body. Stretching out wide to the side from the chest to shoulders. Exhaling it in. 2 more, reaching out. Exhaling in. One last time, stretch out to the sides. Exhale in and release. Good job. All right, we'll hang up those straps and we'll come down to just a blue spring. I have a pad for my frame here, so I'm gonna go ahead and put that on because my frame is a little bit lower and this just makes it more level. There. So for you, you can either have your hands on that sandpapery part of your frame or on your foot bar, whatever works best for you. We're gonna start off drawing those, going into like our cat and cow moving spine. So while you're here, lift your heart, your tail, really root down into the frame and feel the chest opening up. We're gonna keep our hips and knees stacked. As we push the carriage away, we're gonna drop the chest down into the springs. And then we're gonna curl through the spine and roll our way back into the bumper. Lift the heart, the tail, drop the chest down with long arms. And then curl through the spine back into the bumper. 3 more, pressing away, dropping down. Curl through the spine back in. 2. One more time. And then round
into the bumper, stay here. We're gonna reverse that direction. So angry cat, drop your head down into the springs. Lift your heart as you come back into the bumper. Angry cat, roll it out. Lengthening out the spine. Lift the head, rise up into extension. 3 more. Curling and pressing away. Rise up. 2. Exhale, rolls you out. Inhale, lifts you up. 1 last time. Curl through the spine. Reaching out and lift the heart, coming all the way in. So now we're going to go into a modified plank. So we're keeping those arms directly over our shoulders and then draw those hips back into a modified plank. We're staying lifted, so we don't want to sink or sag. We want to stay wide across the ribs and the shoulders. My gaze stays out long in front of me, and I'm going to push away with my arms, my underarms most specifically, pressing all the way out, and exhale to pull me back in. Inhale, pressing away, and exhale to pull me back in. 3 more. Open through the underarms. Exhale to close. 2. 1 more time. Exhale it in, and then sit those hips back into a child's pose, breathing into the lower back. So we're gonna add on and make that a little bit more challenging. You always have the option to stay down on your knees as a modified variation. If not, we'll come up into that plank. So stack your shoulders and wrists and lift your hips and knees. So you can keep your feet against the shoulder pads. This is a perfectly good plank. If you want to make it a little bit more challenging, you can walk your feet more towards the middle of your mat. Chest is lifted, gaze is out in front of you. That same long stretch arm. We're going to push the carriage back on an inhale. Exhale as those shoulders come forward. Inhale it back. Exhale it in. 3 more. Keep those legs really strong. Stay lifted through the chest, the shoulders. 1 more. And then carefully lower down. Good job. All right, we're gonna add our boxes on, and they're gonna go on the long way. I would definitely suggest staying on this blue spring. I think that'll be enough. You'll be surprised. Those legs will be shaking. So we're gonna add our boxes on the long way. And then we're gonna sit on our boxes. We're gonna sit closest to the foot bar, and you wanna sit your butt back. As one of my clients says, there's a grabbable amount on the back side. So we're gonna take our loop that is next to us, and we're gonna loop up this left ankle into the strap. And then you're gonna take that leg out to the side. So I want my foot staying pointed straight up to the sky. I don't want to turn my foot at all, because then that's more about your quad, and we want to stay in the inner thigh. So I'm going to hold on to my right knee, and I'm going to stay strong and lifted in that left thigh. And I'm pulling with this left inner thigh in line with the body, and resist as we open it out. Exhale, in and out. Trying to sit really tall in the spine and focus on this inner thigh doing the work. Two more. Last one. Pulls you in. Open it out to the side. So we're gonna add on. We've got 8 more repetitions that we're gonna do, but our add-on is a little lift and lower. So lengthen that leg out, pull it in line with the body, lift the leg, lower the leg, open it out to the side. Center, lift and
One more time. Toes stay pointing up and release it out. So we're gonna remove the strap from our foot. If you want a little bit lighter, you can always scoot closer to the left. Heavy, of course, is staying to the right side. We're gonna bend our left elbow into the side. Palm can face in or face out. Overhead press, reach straight up and drop it down. Exhale. 2 more, shoulders down as the arm goes up. Last one, lower. I'm gonna keep my right hand by my side. As I lift the left arm, I'm gonna also reach up and over to the right and release. Lift and reach up and over. Control as you release. For 3, 2, shoulders stay forward from the hips. One last time, reach up and over. Control as you release. Take that arm out to the side. And we're going to go into our hug a tree. Exhale, in line with the body, and open out to the side. Keep those arms in line with the chest, not higher. We don't want to go into the neck. Feel like the sides are wrapping into your center. On this next one, we're going to hold those hands in together. Interlace those hands around each other. Sit nice and tall. Take a deep breath in. Exhale as those arms reach up and back down. Exhale, reach up and down. For 3, 2, 1 last time. Lift and lower. Release. Good job. So go ahead and hang up that strap. And then we're going to spin around to do that all over again on the other side. So slide your butt back a little bit so you have some hanging off the back end. And then we're going to take that strap into the right ankle. Your left foot is planted on the frame. We're sitting up nice and tall in our spine. Right inner thigh pulls the leg in line with the body and resist as it opens out. Exhale in and resist out. Find that upper inner thigh. Keep your toes pointing up to the sky. For 4, stay nice and tall, grounded into those hips. For 3, exhale, squeeze. Last 2, and 1. Let the leg open out to the side. So now we're adding on with that little lift and lower of the leg. Pull the leg in line with the body, lift and lower, take it out to the side. Exhale in, up and down, out. For 3, 4. Nice and tall in the spine. We've got 3 more. 2. 1 last time. Lift and lower and release it out to the side. Let's remove the strap from our foot and sit tall with your hips grounded. Starting with your overhead press, elbows into your side. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, reach straight up and drop it down. Straight up and drop it down. Shoulders down as the arm reaches up. Ribs down as your arm reaches up. Last one. Now we're going to add that side flexion. Reach up and over to the left side of the room. Control as you rise back up. Exhale, side flex and lift. Stay square. Try not to turn the shoulders or the trunk. Exhale for 3. Reach up and over for 2. 1 last time. Take it over and rise back up. I'm going to interlace the hand into the strap for my hug a tree. Exhaling, close into the center, resist it open. Exhale in and open wide. For 3, nose and hold it here. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, turn to the left and back. Or sorry, my bad, I added on something totally different. Lift those arms up to the sky. Lower those arms down. Apparently that was just what my body wanted to do. It wasn't what we're doing now. 3. Exhale. 2. Arms lift and lower. Last one. And release. Good job. I don't know why I did that. That was pretty funny. I think it's just because I've been up since 6 o'clock this morning. All right, we're gonna take our boxes off. All right, so we're going to finish up with our feet in straps. So let's add those 2 red springs on. We'll take off those blue springs, and we are going to use the ring. Sorry. So go ahead and grab your ring, lay on down, place your ring on your stomach. It's important you place it on your stomach or else you won't be able to reach it. So you're going to push away, and you'll put those feet into the straps. And then you'll take your ring and place it at your inner ankles. Legs are long and legs are lifted. Take a deep breath in. Exhale as those legs lower to your point of control. Inhale as those legs stretch back up. Exhale, reaching out and down. Inhaling as you lift. Feeling as though you're pulling those legs out of your sockets. Two more. Last one, lower down to your point of control. Bend your knees in, keep that ring, press and reach it long. Bend at the hips, extend. For 3, exhaling to press. Two more. Last one. Reach. Bend those legs back in. Let's remove that ring from your thighs. Place it off to the side. Extend the legs straight up to the sky. Circle those legs down, around and up. Big circles. Down, around and up. For 3. 2 more. Last one. Pausing at the top. Let's reverse that direction. We've got 2 more. One last time. And rest. Grab at your straps. Pull down on the straps, feeling that stretch drawing up the back of the legs. Maybe pedaling out your knees, bending one leg and the other, stretching deeper up the back of those legs. And then release. And then we are all through. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day.